Hey guys, so my hair looks ridiculous right now. It's honestly so bad that there was just like absolutely nothing that I could do with it, so please bear with me today. So today, since I am finally all settled into my new apartment in Czech Republic, I decided to do a part 2 to a video that's been very popular here on my channel, especially amongst my Czech viewers, and that is a truth about Czech people part 2. I feel like I got it pretty right on my first one. I didn't seem to upset too many of you Czech viewers out there, thankfully. I mean, of course, there were like a few butthurt people in the comments. For the most part, I think I have a pretty good grasp on Czech culture. I did grow up here. I lived here for about 5-6 years when I was younger, and I am fluent in the language as well, so I know about you Czechs. You can't just fit everything about Czechs, Czech Republic, and Czech culture in just one video, so there is definitely a need for a part 2, and that is what I'm gonna be doing today. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna get on with this video, and I'm gonna tell you guys some facts about Czech people that you may not have known. And if you are Czech and you're watching this and you agree or disagree with anything that I have to say, let me know in the comment section below. You know, let's not start World War III because, you know, Czech people have already had enough wars. Anyway, so the first thing that I've actually noticed a lot more this time than any other time that I've been in Czech Republic, and that is Czech style, Czech architecture. It seems to be a lot more whimsical and colorful than other countries, and I think the reason why I've noticed it much more this time as opposed to other times that I've been to Czech Republic is because I was in Germany and Austria before I came to Czech Republic, so I kind of got to see a little bit of a difference there. I feel like Czech people don't really take themselves too seriously. You'll see that like in a lot of restaurants and hotels and a lot of people's homes, they'll just play around more with color, and sometimes it can border on being a little bit tacky, I guess. Another thing that I noticed is when I went shopping, a lot of the clothes are very colorful, lots and lots of bold prints and sparkles on pretty much just about everything, which doesn't faze me, doesn't bother me at all. And also, I feel like everything is just like so much more carefree, bohemian, and that can also mean that sometimes perhaps the cities aren't as well maintained as other, maybe perhaps wealthier countries in Europe. So for example, like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, you guys get the point. But Czech Republic is nonetheless beautiful in its own way. Next thing that I've noticed about Czech Republic, not just now, but also throughout my life, and that is Czech people are very, very family oriented. People get out of work a lot earlier here for the most part. Like I said, I'm generalizing in this video a lot, so there will be exceptions to this, but because people don't work as crazy hours as they do, like for example in the United States, people have much more time to go and take their kids outside, take them to the park, they take them to ride their bikes. Like literally, I'm gazing upon a man walking his child right now. People spend a lot more time outdoors with their children, and I feel like it's a little bit more removed from the type of society that just gives their kid an iPad and shoves them in a corner. It's definitely a place where I would want to raise a family in the future, even though I know some Czech people would disagree. Which leads me to my second point, and that is Czech people can sometimes be a little bit self-deprecating. Out of all the places that I visited, and especially in comparison to the United States, Czechs don't really have the most sense of national pride, so you're not gonna see any like Czech flags flying in front of people's houses, which really surprises me sometimes because I feel like Czech Republic has been through so much with like World War II and communism, but oh my god, there's a cat in my yard. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, there's cats literally everywhere. Okay, where the fuck was I going with this? I don't really know why Czech people are so deprecating. I think maybe it has something to do with their sense of humor, which I get that because I am the same way myself. It's totally opposite of like the United States, for example. And my cousin, when he came to visit me in the United States, he found it very, very odd that people just had American flags hanging from their houses, on their t-shirts, and he actually liked it so much that whenever he's in the United States or whenever we buy gifts or souvenirs for my family, we always get them t-shirts with the American flag on them, and they think it's so great. So since we just saw an animal, I guess I'll just get into my next point, and that is Czech Republic is a lot more Czech Republic is a lot more pet friendly, which is fucking awesome. Like literally, like why don't I live here? I don't understand. One thing that I love is that a lot of restaurants, or especially in this area, they do allow dogs outside, inside sometimes. I have actually brought Frank into restaurants before, and not just like shitty, dingy dingy little restaurants, like pretty nice restaurants. I remember my family member one time had a birthday party and I brought Frank along, and we were in one part of the restaurant, and in another part of the restaurant there were like 2 German Shepherds, and the entire time they were just barking at each other. And I thought to myself, you know, this is the reason why pets are usually not allowed in restaurants. A lot of people have dogs, I've also noticed. Do I think that they're the most dog-friendly country? I'm not really 100% sure. I do know that France, for example, is very dog-friendly, and dogs are sometimes even allowed into like 5-star restaurants. But as far as I know, Czech Republic, in comparison to a lot of countries, for example, such as the United States of America, is very, very dog-friendly. Another thing is Czechs love to travel. Every time I call up one of my family members here in Czech Republic, they are in freaking East Bumblefuck, Indonesia. I don't know. They're very, very adventurous people, and even the Czechs who may not have as much time or as much money to travel, they do take trips to like the mountains or to nearby countries, nearby places within Czech Republic. And I think that's really great, and it's something that you don't really see a lot of in the United States, which is a shame. I actually read somewhere online that like 30% of Americans have a passport, and I think it's definitely influencing our culture in the United States in a really, really negative way. So it's really great that in Czech Republic people get out there and they get to experience different things, and Czechs are definitely very, very adventurous people. The next thing is that they take soccer very, very seriously, and I didn't understand the depth of this concept until about 3 days ago when I was taking a train from Brno to Ostrava and I saw this. And I was quite honestly fearful for my life. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know what baník was, and apparently it's a soccer team in Ostrava, and yeah, they seem very dangerous. So I'm really glad that we have the police force there to protect us civilians from the madness. And then the last thing that I have noticed about Czech culture and Czech people is that they make really good beer, really good potatoes, and really good pies. Like whenever I'm here, I have to have my grandma's famous blueberry kolač, and I also have to have some potatoes from the garden. They're so good, so yellow. They're so different from like potatoes anywhere else in the world. I think they just have like really good soil here or something. And of course the beer is really, really amazing. Pilsner, which is the original Pilsner, was actually started here in Czech Republic. I don't know, and perfect timing, the video's ending and someone's doing construction. It was actually started here in Plzeň in Czech Republic. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, everything here has been relatively positive except for the whole entire soccer mania thing. I love Czech Republic, I love being here, and I'm so excited to be here for the summer. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh my god, the timing could not have been more perfect.